Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I'm at Star Cottage Studio. Look at all this stuff going on in the background. I have stuff happening, lots of stuff going on today. How are all of you? How was your weekend? What's going on? What's happening? It's a wild time right now, isn't it? It's a wild time. I hope you're all doing well. We've got some rain here. Hallelujah. It finally rained. It's been raining off and on for most of today, and it's been pretty light rains, which is good. We're not getting like downpours, so it's soaking into the ground. Things are getting watered. Plants are getting watered. The grass is getting watered. It's pretty cool out there. 78 was the high today. It's at 70 right now. It's a beautiful temperature out there. It's a little bit humid because of the rain, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. LJTCU 1990 has joined us over on Instagram. Thank you for hanging out with us. Marianne is here on YouTube. Norma is here on YouTube. Pam is here on YouTube. Let's see. Marianne says it's still too hot and smoky as well. Yeah, you've got a lot of wild pollution smoke up there. I don't know what's going on. I haven't read the news up there. We've had so much news down here that has had me preoccupied. So I don't know what's going on up there, but I know I saw that you had posted that it was like 10 plus. Out of 1 to 10, it's a 10 plus for pollution, which is crazy bad. I hope you're doing okay up there. Suzanne is here on Facebook. Thank you so much. Pam has rain. 2 hours has been heavy. Ours has been nice, I have to say. I am enjoying the day. It's been light rains here and there, off and on, giving it time to soak in before it rains again. We're supposed to have more rain, I think, tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the last time I looked at the thing, the weather forecast, it said we were going to get 2 to 3 days worth of rain this week. So I thought it wasn't supposed to be until later in the week, but I guess that moved up in the forecast. Sandra is here with Sweet Pea Gemstones on YouTube. Thank you so much, Sandra. Am I right? I think your sale ended. Did your sale end yesterday? Thimble Fairy joined us over on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining in. Our sale, we're having a 20% off sale. So for those of you who don't know, Andrew was on the road again. He was heading down to Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to attend a class at Aramont. And he made it. It took him a lot of a night and day to get there. A lot longer than I think it was supposed to take. But he got there just before dinner and orientation yesterday. So he got there in time to have dinner with everyone, go through his class orientation, and today was the first day of classes for him. So in order to help with that travel expense, he got a scholarship to take the class. But for food and travel and all that, we decided to have a sale in the online store. And you can save 20% off almost everything. I've even increased the number of things that you can save on in the online store from last time. So those enamel pendants, everybody, you can now save 20% on those for a limited time only. The sale's going to go through tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So just about midnight. And you can save 20% using discount code On The Road Again. All smashed together. On the road again, save 20%. If you saw our emails and text messages over the weekend and you put stuff in your cart and you forgot to check out, you've got a few more days to do that. So till the end of today, till the end of tomorrow. And so I hope you use those because while he has gotten there, any sales we make now are going to help him get back. And if we make enough in sales, he's going to stop and see a few different friends along the way down south while he's down there to hang out and play, hopefully. learn stuff from not new friends, friends he's known for a while, but learn new things from these friends. Marion says, wind blows the smoke from the fires further north. I see. I see. Suzanne says, little rain with me, but other areas here got pounded. The rain is a blessing and a curse, right? We finally got some rain, which has been nice for us, but I know other places around the country have had too much rain. And I know you're one of them down there. Norma says, cloudy here, not much rain, but cooler. That's good. Sandra says, her sale, yes, ended last night. That's what I thought. So Sandra was having a sale for her move on her jewelry. I hope your sale went well. And it ended last night. Let's see here. Suzanne says, hopefully not before tomorrow afternoon because I'm getting another piercing. Nice. Andrew's talking about getting his ears pierced. I don't know if he's done it yet. I don't think he's had time to do it yet. So we'll see. We'll see what he ends up doing, if he ends up getting it done down there or not. Yeah. Andrew, we collect a lot of earrings from our friends. We know a lot of artists and makers and metalsmiths, and earrings are often one of the things that you can purchase that are not as expensive, right? It's easier to purchase a pair of earrings from a from a maker than it is a larger brooch or a necklace or something like that. So we often purchase earrings, even though we have no intention or ability to wear them. So we have a lot of earrings, and he's been talking about possibly getting his ears pierced to be able to wear them. So we'll see. We'll see if he actually goes through with it down there, or if he waits till he gets back, or what happens. Suzanne says, I'm waiting until it's live before I order. Nice. Yeah, I have some interesting things, I think, in this live. I think you'll like it. I hope you'll like it. Sorry. I have some pearls tonight. I have some metal beads. I have some felt. We have this stock of felt that we have not, we thought we were going to use it for some things and making jewelry and stuff, and we've never done it. It's beautiful German felt. This is not the cheap felt that you see around sometimes. I don't know if any of you remember the bags that we used to sell from the California company. I still carry one of those bags around. They were made out of felt. Andrew did a lot of searching to find out where that felt came from, and that business has closed since. And he found that it was a German supplier. And so we had ordered some of it from them. And we have this felt in different colors and different shapes. And I thought you might be interested in possibly using it in your jewelry, whether you seed bead into it, whether you use it just as it is and loop through, create a whole loop through and just make it as pendants or earrings. And so I don't know. I thought maybe you might like it. Maybe. I don't know. There's cheap felt out there, and I know that this is a little bit more expensive per piece, but this is a high quality German felt. It is not cheap to buy. It was not cheap for us to get. For one, it was imported from Germany, and two, because of the quality and the thickness and the way it's made, it's an expensive felt. So, and it's pretty thick. So I hope you're gonna like it. I don't know. I thought it would be fun to actually see if y'all would, like it, try it. Samantha Prosser's here. Hello, Samantha. Thanks for joining us. Says, here's how serendipitous that I popped into this live, but not as a jeweler, but a needle felter, right? Now this is, I don't know. These are compressed pieces of felt. I don't know if they're going to be useful. I don't do a lot of needle felting. I've tried it once. I made a little bumblebee out of wool and felted it. I don't know how you might be able to use this, whether you could use it as a little background to felt into. I know that's a thing. You could make mini scenes on these maybe. I think that would be really cute. But so I have these here. Like I said, there's cheap felt out there. And like I said, you know, we supply you with the quality stuff. Sometimes our prices are higher because one, we're a small business. We can't bring in tons at a time, but also we try and bring in the best quality. And I know that this felt because I have the bags and I have used these bags hard. I'm so sad that the company went out of business that makes them. But I still carry one to this day. It carries all my computers, everything. It's carrying 2 tablets, a laptop, 2 different power adapters, both of my notebooks, including my journal and my schedule. Yeah, there's a lot of heavy stuff in there, and it carries it just fine. I know this is a good quality felt. So I think you're gonna like them. I don't know. I also have some gemstones. I have some beautiful coral. I have one strand of black coral that is stunning, like stunning. And I looked up prices on it to try and see, because it's a vintage black coral. We don't buy the new coral, right? We buy the vintage stuff. And I think I gave you a really good price on it. There's only one strand of it. And I'm going to try and show it to you under the proper lighting, because not only is it black coral, but I don't know if you've seen black coral before. Black coral almost has some translucency in it that has some like amber kind of coloring through it. It is stunning. So I have a strand of that. I have some other coral. I have some wood beads. I have some gemstones. We got a mishmash of things today. And I've taken this random and I've kind of grouped it. So we're going to go through mostly pearls first. We're going to go into metal beads. We're going to go into the felt. We're going to go into some gemstones and coral and wood after that. All right. Sandra says, does that mean he's stuck there if there are no sales? Just kidding, right? Be like, Andrew, sorry, you can't come home. Nobody bought anything, Andrew, so you got to stay where you are. He'd probably be like, okay, I'll just take another class. I'm like, that's not how that works. He's like, I'll hang out with my friends then. He has enough friends down that way. I'm sure he actually would be fine for a while if we said he couldn't come back yet, but we'll see. Susie is here. Hello, Susie. Good to see you. Harry is here. Good to see you here, Harry. Sandra says, I didn't know there was black coral. I know. Because I looked it up and I was like, I know there's black coral, but I wanted to see if this was dyed black coral or if there's a thing black coral. And I started looking up black coral and looking at pricing on it. And there is a black coral. It does look like this. These are amazing pieces from what I have seen looking online. Some of them are rounds. These are not rounds. These are coral sticks. And they are nice. And I'm hoping they show up on camera. That's the thing. We've got all the lighting here. So I'm hoping that the black coral shows up as beautiful on camera as it is in person. And it makes such a beautiful twinkling sound. It's so nice. Because I looked at it, I'm like, this is coral. I mean, it sounds like coral, but I looked at it, I'm like, this doesn't look like coral. And then I looked up black coral. I want more. Like, I almost didn't want to sell these. And I don't know if I should be selling these because Andrew may have set these aside for himself. But if they go to the right place, I think it'll be okay. I hope. I didn't clear any of this with Andrew, by the way, before. Like, I don't know. He's had this felt for a while, and there's maybe a reason he hasn't tried to sell it, but we're going to try and sell it today. So we'll see what happens. He's not here. What am I going to do, right? He's in class. I can't ask him. So we'll see. We'll see. He's probably going to yell at me for selling that black coral, but we'll see. Suzanne loves the randomness, right? Me too. Me too. At first, I started doing it, and I'm like, I had a lot of pearls, and I had to set some aside because I was like, this isn't starting to not be random. This is starting to be the pearl show. So I was like, we got to set some of these aside. So I do have more pearls maybe for tomorrow if y'all want to see pearls. I have more gemstones. I have more felt even if the felt goes well tonight. I have smaller quantities of different styles or of things. Like I picked mostly where I have quantities of at least 8 or 10 of them today. But I do have like 1-offs or 2-offs. If you are all interested in the felt for tomorrow, we'll see. I don't know. I found these metal beads. I don't know if Andrew was saving these for himself or not, but we're gonna put them on the show today. Let's go and see. So we'll see. Anyway, Paulissimo joined us over on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. Mary Cap05 and Husk Brooms has joined us on Instagram. Thank you all so much. If you're out there, please say hi. Please share this video if you've not shared it already. I've got like 10 people watching here. I don't know how many on Instagram because it doesn't keep a good count. But if you are watching, please share. Let people know we exist. Our numbers have been lower lately. And I think that's because we use StreamYard instead of going through Facebook directly, or most of our viewers are actually on YouTube. And I think that's because Facebook does not show our live events to many people. I think that's why, because we use StreamYard to do it. I don't think they like that as much. I don't even know if I shared this into the Design Challenges group. I think I did. I started doing it. Let's say that. I don't know if I finished doing it. It's been a day. I did some shipping today. I did some packing today. I had to ship some things out for Andrew. Andrew is doing the Wishes and Fishes, or Fishes and Wishes thing at the Beadwork Museum of Beadwork, something like that. I forget. And I had to ship that out for him today. I had to run, while I was in Johnstown this weekend, I collected some glaze for my pottery teacher, and I was going to run it down this weekend, but this weekend was a blur with Andrew getting ready again and then leaving. So I ran that down to her today, sat around, played with the cats a little bit. And we've just been, it's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. Not to mention that I won't mention too much the crazy news here in the US, which is a whole other thing. We don't get into that on these lives, but it's been a lot, probably on a lot of our minds lately. So, and not only I think here in the US, I think it's around the world. It makes news around the world. So lots of stuff going on, lots on my mind. But I tried to focus on work today to kind of just, get into things. So I did do some shipping. I did some packing. I have more shipping to do. Of course, I have shipping to do like every day. And that's like an everyday thing. I think Barb is back from her break, but she is going to be available here and there. I'm going to try to, she's trying to figure out when she's going to really end. And I think she really wants to. She's afraid to say so. So I'm going to try not to bring her in too much. I'm going to see how far I can get done myself. Marion says it makes news everywhere, right? It does. Oh, that is one thing. The NJ lots, the New Jersey lots. If you ordered the night of the New Jersey lots, very possibly I did not get you an invoice yet. I invoiced for most of the dragons. But I think there's one or two that I've not invoiced yet for, maybe. But definitely the NJ lots that we did with the dragons the other day, I did not get to those yet. It's just been too crazy. And I've been here most of the day, and I didn't forget to bring those lots here. I didn't bag them up, and I didn't have bags at home. So I couldn't bring those lots here to do the spreadsheeting while I've been here today. So that means the NJ lots, I'm going to try when I go home tonight to do those, as well as these lots tonight, for anything that I didn't get done, and for anything that y'all buy tonight, hopefully. Hopefully, right? Sandra says, I focused on work today too. Nice. Working on jewelry. I know you said you're going to try to just do your jewelry stuff and not have to look for another job down there since your move, and I hope that's going well. Is that still the idea? Yeah, so how's everybody else doing? Suzanne, how's your husband's eyes? How's that going? Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, it's been wild. It's been wild. Whew. Well, I think I wanted to mention our sale is still on. 20% is still available. It's still available on, I added enamel pendants to that. So those beautiful enamel pendants that Andrew's done, which were a good price to begin with. They're now 20% off. Suzanne says, Ray's eyes are great. Nice. Awesome. I'm glad that worked out. Marianne says, bon chance, if that's the plan, Sandra. I think that's what you said the plan was. I hope that's still where you're able to go. And 20% in the online store. Didn't invoice for the NJ lots yet. That niobium stuff, pretty much the niobium stuff. And if anybody ordered any of the fluorite, not fluorite, some of it was fluorite, I think, calcite, the different glow under the black light stones. Those I did not get out yet. I'm still working on that, probably tonight, unless I'm way too tired. We'll see. I'm pretty worn down today, so we'll see how much I get done. But I'd usually like to try to invoice after each night and spreadsheet stuff out, because if not, then it gets in my brain. And right now the NJ stuff is in my brain and it's making me crazy that I haven't done it yet. And if I wait too long, then I forget what things were and I lose track, and I don't want to do that. Let's see. Sandra says, no marketing for my free offer. Ooh, a free offer. Nice. Yes, that's the plan, to just do the jewelry. I'm doing a free report on learning to recognize Sleeping Beauty turquoise. I thought I'd do this way and build my list. Nice. Yeah, it's a good way to build your email list, right? Give them something for free. People usually like that. We were talking about this I was talking about this with my pottery teacher. Like, what things do you give for free that people need? It's a very hard thing to figure out, right? It's a hard thing to figure out what do our people need, and like, we give away so much information for free anyway. Like, if we put something out there, say, join our list, get this for free. If you watched any of our lives, you pretty much get that information for free, right? In a lot of ways. So we have a hard time with that. And that's why we've never done anything like that. We're just like, please join our list. Please join the email list. But yeah, it's a hard thing. I think that's a good idea, because everybody wants to know Sleeping Beauty turquoise, right? Suzanne's continuing to destash, taking useless stuff out of my beads. Nice. That's a good idea, right? I definitely could use a destash. Andrew went through the office a little bit before he left and organized some of the contemporary silver jewelry, silver and gold jewelry that we had purchased to start Butcher Block Gallery. So he's trying to organize some of that, and just kind of, because we had it spread out all over, because we were trying to, determine maker marks and research it and all that, and it was kind of exploding all over the place. So he kind of grouped it together, and it's nice in a nice little thing like this big now, which is pretty nice. I'm excited about that because my office is getting cleaner. My office used to be one of those zones that I kept pretty meticulous. Like, I really like my office to be like, I'm a pretty messy person, but when I go in and want to do work in there, I just want to sit down and be able to work, right? I don't have to clean something off the desk or move something over this side or move this here, or, create a pathway here. I like to just go in that room and know that it's available and it's ready to work. Because otherwise I get distracted by the cleaning and it takes me too long. I do believe I have a little bit of ADHD. I don't know if you can have a little bit of it or not, but I've never been diagnosed. But when I go in and I start and something like I have to clean the desk, I get too involved in the cleaning of the desk. And then like an hour later, I realize I haven't started the work, and then I wear myself out. So that happens a lot. So that's what I'm glad that the office is getting a little bit cleaner, because I would like it to be nice. My Cricut is in there. I've not been able to really use my Cricut much because that desk has been completely full, and you need room in front of the Cricut and behind the Cricut for things to work, that mat to go in and out, and the vinyl to go in and out. So not that I've had much call to use for it, because I've not really done much with it. but still, it would be easier to use if it were available to use, right? Let's see. Kelly Bundy joined us over on Instagram. Thank you so much, Kelly Bundy. I like that. I don't know if that's your real name or not, but that reminds me of Married with Children. Probably you get that a lot if that's your real name. Maybe not a lot anymore. That's, I guess, an old show now. I guess that's classic TV nowadays. Sandra says it is. I had a blog post on it and had 1,300 views on it, so I know I want to capture their info. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Suzanne might not make the live Friday. It's our anniversary. We'll be celebrating the 34th. Well, happy anniversary if we don't see you or if I forget by then. Because this week, I don't even know what I will be doing Friday. One of these days this week, I think it's Saturday. I think it's Saturday. So it won't be a live night anyway. But I have to go to an event for Andrew. Andrew's in an art exhibition and he's not going to be able to see it. So I have to go to that for him and get pictures and kind of be a stand-in for him. And I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but that's the same night as the Chicks of Comedy at Jada's Jazz Cafe, and I was hoping to see their comedy night. This is the third comedy night they've had since we've been open. The first two we couldn't make because they were both on our soft opening and our grand opening. And then this one now, Andrew has the closing of his art show. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to the art show and back before the Chicks of Comedy. But I would like to see it if I can. So that's a whole thing too. And then Wednesday, we'll see what happens on the Wednesday live. I might be early again on Wednesday because I have my pottery class. So last week when Andrew was away and I had my pottery class, I think we started the live around 4:30-ish, 4:35-ish. So that we might be starting the live early on this Wednesday. So keep an eye out on Facebook and YouTube for when we schedule that live, when I schedule that live. Although also that live may not happen. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Shirley is here. Hello. Says good evening. Glad I bumped into you while catching up on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're here pretty much every weekday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So feel free to always join in. I think you had an order. It went out today. I'm pretty sure it did. I think you were one of the ones that got shipped out today. So thank you for that. Thank you for your support. Yeah, I shipped some orders today. I'll be working on more, of course, tomorrow. I didn't do many of the invoices working in the online store today, so I'll be doing more of the invoices tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, I'm glad you're all doing pretty well. It seems like you're all doing pretty well. Mary says, I've been watching Exploding Kittens. Not sure if it is really funny. Yeah, I enjoyed Exploding Kittens. I enjoyed it. Some parts were funny. Some parts were maybe not, but I enjoyed watching it. I liked it. Overall, I'll say I liked it. I'll say that. Hello, Susie. Thank you for joining in. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Andrew will not be here most of the week. He might tune in the comments, but most of the time he's probably going to be working late in his classes if he can. He often, if he's able to, works into the night when he has a class and takes advantage of all the time in the studio. I know he's working on his class that he's taking is with Jim Beauvais, and he is learning casting techniques. So I got to see a sneak peek of what he's been working on, and it's pretty dang cute and pretty dang nice. He's been carving some waxes. I'll say that. That's all I'll say, because I don't want to ruin it. But I'm sure he'll post it on his Instagram, Andrew Thornton Artist. If you search Andrew Thornton Artist on Instagram, I'm sure he'll be posting stories and posts and reels and stuff. He usually does that every day. When he's taking classes, he posts what he did that day. So Probably when he gets in tonight after he eats and settles in for the night, he'll do that post, and it probably will be up by morning if because it's usually pretty late, I think, when he posts. So some of you may see it in the night, some of you may not see it until the morning. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to see how it works out. All right, everybody, let me flip this camera around and we will see what's going on. All right, we'll see what's going on. Let's see what we got for y'all. We're going to start with pearls in this random show. I did put, like I said, I put some organization in the random. I organized by, I grouped the randomness. I couldn't have it too random. It's just not my way. Okay, so if you're new to purchase from this video, take down each lot number and send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. Lot numbers today are BR. My handwriting is atrocious, so sometimes they're going to look like BKs, but it's BR for beautiful randomness. BR1, for example, for this strand, and you put that in an email, in the subject line of an email is the easiest way. Send that email to info@allegorygallery.com. You cannot claim in the comments. I'm sorry. We only take emails. And let me see if I can maybe, oops, let's do this. See if I can get the email up. I have my iPad over here, so I'm like, what is happening? I'm going to see so I can let you all know if things okay. Let's see here. What's happening here? Here we go. Email is up. Maybe. Sorry, everybody. There we go. I got to try and keep Instagram up at the same time. There we go. There we go. All right. iPads. I'm running the beta of the newest operating system on my iPad, so it's a little bit wonky sometimes. A little bit wonky. All right. BR1 is this beautiful strand of pearls, and these are two-hole pearls. So these are beautiful to make like a bracelet out of. They do have one side that's kind of flat, the flat side, and then the rounded side. So they would sit really nicely for a bracelet. Two-hole strand of pearls. This is a 16-inch strand. These are vintage pearls, by the way. Vintage things, beautiful vintage things. Freshwater pearls. Dyed, of course, in this beautiful magenta color. BR1, $12 only. $12 only. I have 31 lots tonight. I was going to end at 30, and I was like, I have to throw one more. One more for good measure, right? One for good measure. I'll be right back. I need to get a box to put stuff in so that I don't lose track. Wait, maybe I can use this box. Let's just move these up here. And let's use this box. All right, that was BR1. BR2. Another beautiful strand of pearls. These are a slight minty green color. Slight minty green color. Aren't those lovely? And let me get you a size on these. I didn't give you a size on the other ones. I should have. These are about 4.5 millimeter by about 6. And this is also a 16-inch strand. BR2, $14 only. One strand of that available. That kind of minty green. BR2. Hey, there's Sandra. Sandra, thank you for joining on Facebook too. Hit that share button, everybody. Hit that share button. Let me go in here. I should look also at, make sure people aren't going into the junk. I haven't checked out my junk mail recently. I got to make sure no one's going into the junk mail. All right. Oops. Hold on one second. BR2 has sold. Thank you so much. Okay. BR3 coming up. BR3. There are 2 strands of these available. That's what this number means on our tag, if you don't know. Let's see here. Simon's cat is funny. What's Simon's cat, everybody? Norma says, I know nothing about exploding kittens, but I love Simon's cat. What is that? I'm terrible. So if Simon's cat has anything to do with exploding kittens, I don't remember. I'm terrible with names and remembering those things. I kind of binge watch Exploding Kittens. When I binge watch something, I don't remember much about it. All right. BR3 are these tiny, tiny, tiny little pearls. Look at these little babies. Look at these little babies. Aren't they beautiful? Sandra just shared. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Those numbers are starting to go up a little bit. I think everybody just waits for me to stop talking. Maybe I should just start the show early because our numbers tend to go up after about an hour. But maybe that's also because we've been streaming long enough that people are finally seeing us again. These are about 4.5 millimeters by, it's going to be hard to grab, by about 2 to 2.5. BR3, only $8 a strand. Like I got drunk when I did this. 16-inch strands, only $8 a strand. And both of those have sold. Norma says, Simon's cat is a cartoon. It's on Facebook, possibly elsewhere. I don't know. I don't know if I know that one. Both of those strands have sold. Thank you so much. Those double hole pearls are still available. Let me actually give you a size because I realized I didn't do that. So let's go back real quick to BR1. Hello, Michelle. Did I say hi? I said it in my head, but I think it was as I walked away. So these are about 8 millimeters and by about 5 to 6 millimeters this way on those, on BR1. About 8 millimeter pearls, but they're 2-hole, beautiful pearls. BR1, only $12 for the strand. I guess it's on YouTube as well. Okay. This is a cartoon about Simon's cat, not in Exploding Kittens. The cats there are God and Beazle. Yes, they are. I couldn't remember the names of the humans in Exploding Kittens. All right. BR5. BR5. Did I do this one? No. BR5, again, is also only $8. Michelle just got on. I did share on both pages and thumbs up. Thank you so much. BR5 are these little pearls in this beautiful magenta color again. And these are tiny, tiny little pearls, about 4 millimeters. And this is a 16-inch strand again, 4 millimeter pearls, $8 only. BR5. There must be a cricket around. I hear a cricket in here somewhere. I like crickets though. They can stay. I don't know if y'all like those little pearls or not. BR5. I like the little ones. I think they're really cute and they're really nice to make little earrings or little dangles on the earrings. Hello, Dale. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. BR6. Let me get this out of the bag here. BR6. Suzanne likes the little ones, right? BR6. These are little ones, but they are really, really almost like these little round, perfectly round pearls in this natural kind of white slash kind of champagne-y color. BR6, $14. Rosie has joined us over on Instagram. Thank you so much. Look at how beautiful those are. And these little babies are 3mm pearls. Those are tiny. 3mm pearls. We have those at 16-inch strand. One strand available. Only $14. Vintage pearls in the little rounds. These are very close to like kind of as perfect round as you're going to get, especially at that price point. $14. BR6. Those are classic, never go out of style pearls, says Michelle, right? And BR6 has sold. Thank you so much. BR7 coming up. Come on. I accidentally made 2 pieces of paper for that one. Let's put that back. Okay, BR7. Now these are tiny, 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 tiny little rice pearls. Anybody like those rice pearls? I love rice pearls. Talk about never going out of style. Look at these tiny little rice pearls. Look at those. And look at the rainbows on those. Nice nacre on those. Nacre. I pronounce nac is in French. So I'm not quite sure how we say that in English. I learned it in French. But look at the beautiful rainbows on those. This is only $8 for this strand as well. And these are approximately 2.5 millimeters. We're getting smaller and smaller. 2.5 by about 3. And BR7 has already sold out. Thank you so much. We only had one strand of that. Also a 16-inch strand. BR7. Sold out. All right. What did I do here? Did I go into... Okay. Now I moved into the metal beads. These are strands. Whoa. Good thing they're metal beads. I'm trying to get around this camera here a little bit. All right. These, I have a lot of this particular one available. These are like pewties, but on a strand. And they've got some nice weight to them. They're like, this is a little bit heavy. Yeah, they're a silver finish. It came to us as a silver finish cube. So they're not silver, like sterling or anything like that, but they're like a pewty. And it's a whole strand of these, which I think these will mix and match with a lot of things. I think these are a nice size. These are listed as 3x4. 3x4. And this is BR8. They're $14 a strand. These are nice long strands of these. These are 16-inch strands. And there's 12 of this. I have a lot of this particular one, this 3x4 cube. 12 strands of these available. $14 a strand. Really beautiful. Like, you could just make bracelets out of that if you wanted to. But I think if you combine this with leather or wood or bone, they would look really nice. I could even see this combined with pearls. I think these would look really great with pearls. And like I said, these are I feel like these have more heft than your normal like pewdies. Like, we sell pewdies and they're usually pretty light. These are a little bit more meaty. These have more metal. They're a little bit heavier. So they're a little bit more expensive than our like simple pewdie tubes. You also get a lot more of them here. But BR8, we have 12 of them available. I've sold a few so far. $14 a strand. 3x4. Let me make sure. Let's just take a look at this. Yeah, there's about 3.2 by about 3.8. So about 3.4 cubes. And I think these are really, like I said, these are great. The hole sizes, sorry, I keep almost dropping this bag. The hole size on these are not super large. I will say that. But if you're working with very thin leather, I think that'd be really nice. Or if you're using it to stitch like those ladder stitch bracelets with leather on the sides, I guess Chanloo style, right? Leather on the sides and stitch through. I think these would make beautiful bracelets that way. Very nice look. BR8. That's a good shape, I think. BR9 coming up. Try not. We only have 2 of this one available. Let me get this. Don't fall bag. BR9 are these coins. These are silver finish coin, metal bead, and these are, I think, yeah, just about 5 millimeters. They're marked as 5 millimeter. 5 millimeters by about 5 by 3 approximately. Norma says it's a good idea with a leather bracelet for BR8, right? So this is BR9. These are these coins. I think this would be a really cool thing to do those leather bracelets with too. There's only 2 strands of this available. These again are over 16-inch strands, close to 17 inches, 16 and a half inches. And again, nice heft to these. They feel solid. Again, you could also just make a bracelet out of those, but I think if you combine them with things, it's nicer, right? BR9, $18, only 2 strands available. Okay, one of my favorites tonight are these coming up. I have 2 of these strands available. These are well worth the money. I will say that. These are some of the ones that I was wondering if Andrew meant to keep for himself, because these are the kind of things he kind of uses in his jewelry. BR10 are these metal discs, but they're kind of simple faceted. So let me see if I can show you what they look like. Try and pull them apart a little bit here. You can see they have those facets on the sides, and when you cluster them, they look like this. I think these would look beautiful with some pearls. Put those with some peacock pearls maybe. Sim doing the metal and pearl thing tonight. I feel like it just works. BR10. These are $15 a strand. These are big strands. Whoops. There, that one did fall. These are these are over 16. These are about 16 inches, 16 and a half inches. Sandra asks, is it silver or gold? These are silver finished. These are not sterling or silver. They're like pewdies, but these are a silver finish. This one has, it has patinaed a little bit. They're darker. I'm sure these could be probably polished up a little bit if you wanted to, but I like them like this. But these would be great as just an individual spacer if you wanted to use them individually. Like that's a lot of individual spacers right there. Or you can use them in clusters and use them in groups in your designs. I love using things like this in groups. Both of these have sold. Thank you so much. We are sold out on those. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely not sterling silver, right? Not for that price. That's for sure. That's for sure, right, Sandra? You know. All right. Let's see here. These are Angela's here. Hello, Angela. Caught a breeze at water's edge, lost track of time. Thank you for joining us. We have one strand of these available. These are kind of a notched disc. So you can see they are disc, but they have the little notches in the sides. Only one strand of this available, $16. BR11. One strand of that available. I think these are 5 millimeters. Oops. No, 6 millimeters. Sorry, 6 millimeters notch discs. M. Jane is here. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday to you as well. Marianne says steampunky, right? I could see that. So these would, again, be great as individual spacers. Let me try and pull this apart here a little bit so you can see as an individual spacer what they look like. Here we go, like that. Or use them in groups, however you want. One strand of this available, BR11. This is, let's see here. This is about a 16 to 17 inch strand, a little over 16 inch strand. Beautiful. I love these. Only one strand available, BR11. All right. BR12 coming up, and I think this is the end of the metal beads. So if you didn't grab one because you're waiting to see them all, this is the last one. There are still some of them available. This is BR12. $18 for these nuggets. 2 strands available. MJ says the whole size looks good. They're like this. There's like, I can't really measure it. Let's see what this is. That's 0.8 millimeter going through that. And so that's probably about a 1 millimeter hole. Probably around 1 millimeter. I can't get in there to measure them, but probably a 1 millimeter hole. And BR12, one of these has sold. We have one still remaining. These are really nice nugget. Really nice nugget. And Jane asks, how do I order? it's streaming at the bottom. So to purchase from this video, take down each lot number, which is like, for example, BR12. Put that in the subject line of an email and send that email to info@allegorygallery.com. That's all you have to do. So take down the lot number, BR12. These are all BR lots. My handwriting on some of these makes it look like BK. I have bad handwriting, but these are BR lots. And put BR12, for example, in the subject line of an email and hit send. I'm sorry, MJ, we do not take requests over the comments. This has sold out. We only take requests via email because everything is time-stamped. Sorry. Everything is time-stamped on the email, and some of our comments go away, like on Instagram. They disappear after our live. We can't actually save them. So we only take email requests for everything. All right. Now, here we're getting into some of this felt. Again, as I've said, this is BR13. They're $2.50 a piece. We're selling these as things that you could use to make earrings or things like that. This is German felt. This is high quality, very dense felt. There's a lot of felt out in the world. I don't know what the qualities are on all the different felts, obviously, but this we know is a very high quality felt. This is what this looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-sided, but hexagon. Is that right? Hexagon. BR13. There are over 20 of these. We got a lot of this green color. And these are approximate. Let me make sure this is, yeah. Sometimes this thing gets off. So these are about 39 millimeters, somewhere in there, 39 to 40 millimeters. Yeah, just about 40 millimeters. And thickness-wise, it's about 5 millimeters thick. These are super, super dense. Like I'm squishing on this. They barely move. Very nice felt. And you could use these, I think, to make a pair of earrings. You could felt into them. You could bead into them. You know, this is really, you could, these are so light. Like you could combine multiples of these and make super long earrings if you wanted to. Dangle them together and make super long earrings because you don't have to worry about weight on these. They're $2.50 a piece. We have over 20 of them available. I have a lot of this green. This is one of the ones I have the most of. So if you want quantities on these, we can probably do quite a number on these. BR13. Like I said, I don't know if anybody's going to like these, but we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a try. I just realized I think I did not go BR4. I think I skipped BR4. So we're going to go back. There's Katie. Hello, Katie, our friend from Johnstown. Says, Samantha, please make jewelry out of these felty hexagon babies, right? I think it would be so cool. I think it would be so cool. Oh, that's Sam. Is that Sam that I met this weekend? I didn't realize. I wasn't making the connection. Now that Katie's there, I maybe make that connection. But yeah, I think felting into these or adding CBs, like I said, you could go things around the edges. You could dangle these. You could just kind of drill through them and connect them with chain or with jump rings. I think that would be awesome. So BR13. 4 was $8. Now what do I do then? What do I do? Hold up, everybody. What am I doing with my life? 1, 3, 2. No, that was BR5. BR5 were the magenta little ones. Where are they? BR1 was magenta, and BR5 were these magentas right there, the little ones. So I missed BR4 because I think somebody claimed BR5. No, BR5, nobody claimed that one either. All right. So these, let me put these back. Let me go back to BR4 because I did skip BR4. BR4, they are magenta as well. BR4 are these biwa stick pearls, BR4. And aren't those beautiful? Oh, I was like, this bag jumped out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from, but I know I missed it. BR4. And these are, just to give you an approximation, about 4.5 by 6.5 by 17. And this is a vintage strand, 16 inches. Truly random now, says Marianne, right? Had to go back. Yep. I know, I messed up. So this is BR4. BR4. All right. And let's see here. All right. BR14. Now we're jumping back up. BR14 are these little dark gray rounds in felt. And again, this is high quality German felt. We used to sell bags made out of this material, and we searched the source material because it is such a nice quality. Generally, you can get felt. I know you can get felt things cheaper. I've seen them, but I don't know the quality on them. We've never sold them. I know we sourced these from Germany. This came out of a German plant, and these are high quality German felt pieces, and they are nice. They are substantial. They are not thin. They are not weak. They are nice pieces. BR14, $2 each. And again, you can make long earrings with these. You can make one disc earring and bead into it. You could probably felt on top of this and felt down into it. Although they are pretty compact. I don't know. I'm not a felter. But I would love to see if somebody tries. So these are the black discs, are gray, we'll say dark gray. And these are about 37 millimeters. 37 millimeters, or about 1.5 inches. About 1.5 inches. $2 each. BR14. I have over 20 of those available. Now this shape is really fun. BR15. These are $2.50 each. And they look like this. $2.50 each. They're this beautiful blue color. And these are about 23 millimeters by about 70. 23 by 70, which equates to just about 1 inch by 2 3/4 inches. German felt, and we say they're about 5 millimeters thick and dense. Nice and dense. It's going to be harder for these to lose their shape than some of the thinner felts and lesser quality felts. BR15, $2.50 each. Like I said, I don't know. So far we haven't sold any of these, so maybe y'all don't even know what to do with these. Maybe y'all don't like them. Maybe you're waiting to see all the colors and shapes. But I think these are pretty cool. BR16 are these little ones. Littles. These are a little bit thinner. These are about 3 millimeters thick. and we are at about 28 millimeters by about 16, which is about 1 1/8 by about 1/2 inch. BR16, $1 each, German felt. And let me check my spam folder real quick to make sure nobody's going there. Okay, let's move that person up there. Okay, one in there. BR16. BR17 are these red ones. BR17, bright red, German felt, $1 each. BR17. I have some ideas for these. I wish I did more felting, but if nothing else, I think I'm going to make some simple earrings out of these and see how they go. See how they go over. BR17, $1 each. I have a bunch of them. Over 20. What do y'all think of these? What do y'all think? Oh, BR4 has sold out. Thank you so much. Let me see. What was that number? Now I got my bags messed up here. BR17. BR18. BR18. $2 each. We have these kind of orangey red. And I think these are 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches. I think that's what, about 37 millimeters? Yeah, about 37 millimeters. And we're back to the bigger size. That's not right. Zero that out. 5 millimeters thick. Beautiful color. High quality German felt. BR18. I've only got 10 of these ones. 10 of these ones. It's interesting to use as dangles for junk journaling. That would be good, right? Yeah, like I know you could use these. You don't have to use these for jewelry, right? There's other ways you could use these. We've used these for a number of things. And I don't think any of them have been jewelry. Let's see here. Oh, my bags are getting to be a mess. BR19. We've got only 4 of this color available. 4 of this color available. This kind of deeper burgundy red. There's some gray felt on that one. 4 of those available, $1.50 each. These are a little bit smaller. I think these are about, what are they? About 1.25 inches. About 1.25 inches. That's about 30 millimeters, but still at the 5.5 millimeters thick. These are a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker. Suzanne's back from dinner, had fish and veggies with potatoes. Nice. I had potatoes yesterday too. I had baked potatoes done in the microwave, and I combined it with the chicken mushrooms that Andrew made. And so I had potatoes and mushrooms, and they were really good. It was a really good combo. BR19, only 4 of those available, $1.50 each. $1.50 each. I don't think we've ever tried to sell these before. We've hinted at it before. This is the first time we're trying it. And I don't know. Nobody's buying them, so maybe y'all don't like them. There's a reason we didn't try selling them before, right? Probably something that we maybe have to do a project with and show you. BR20. These are 1¼ inches, 30 millimeters by about 6 millimeters. Bright green. 8 of these available only. 8 of them in stock. $1.50 each. Suzanne says, I don't know how to use them. You just put a hole in them, make some earrings, line them up, make some dangle earrings. That's probably what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try and make some earrings out of them. Use them on a bracelet. Use them as a pendant. I think they're super cool. Do something different. Do something different. You could stitch leather around them. I think they're thick enough you could stitch into them pretty easily. And I think they would hold up to that because I know my bags are stitched together. It's a really high quality felt. It's not like some of the junkier felts you see out there. Like I said, I know there are cheaper ones out there, but these are good quality. I think I would try to use an eyelet punch, maybe. Sandra says maybe the next big thing. You never know, right? You never know. I think these are very kind of mod-like. I love that. These are kind of a bricky orange color, like an orange brick. There are 12 of these color available and of this size. This is the 1¼ inch size or 30 millimeter size. Yeah, I just think these are fun. Like, I think I'm going to make some jewelry out of them if I can and see how it goes. Because they're super light. So if you got anyone who can't wear heavy things, especially earrings, but also in pendants, or if you chain some of these together and make a necklace out of them, it would be super impactful, but super light. And this stands up. I've had my bag in the rain. I've had it in the snow. It's gotten wet. Like, I know this felt isn't going to fall apart on me. I 100% know that because I've used this felt from my bags. All right, BR22. These are fun. I bet you could make a metal stamped bangle or something, attach it to there, wrap that around. I think that'd be cool. BR22, these are $3 each, 4 of them available. Michelle says that would be a great live showing us making jewelry with these. Maybe, but if I'm gonna I'm gonna sell it then. That's what I'm gonna do. BR22, $3, 4 of those available. These ones are about 3 inches by 1 inch. 3 inches by 1 inch. I could see this as a pendant too. I think this would look pretty with some gray pearls. Make a pendant out of it. You could combine this. Make a pendant, add some other colors too. You can mix and match these colors too, remember? So you could add a pendant, add a little dangle that, make a little exclamation point pendant. I think that'd be pretty cool, right? That'd be fun. BR22, $3 each, 4 of them available. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at? BR23. BR23. We're back to the smaller size, but in this deep red color. And these were the about 1 1/8 inches by about 1/2 inch. We've got a little over 20 of those available. Not much, but a little over. Probably should have just counted those out. BR23, $1 each. BR24 are these in a deep blue. I have 7 of these available. This dark blue color. I could see these on a chain as a bracelet. I think that would be really fun. BR24. $1 each only. Think of them as beads, right? $1 each for a bead, not a bad deal. BR25. These are I only have 4 of these. These are a slightly lighter blue. Let me show you the difference between 24 and 25. These would be fun to alternate, I think, on a bracelet or a necklace. There are the two, 24 and 25. $1 each. All right, let's see, is that the end of those? It is. That's it. That's all the felt for tonight. I thought those would be better sellers because I was very excited about them, but I guess no one else is. So we will not have more of those tomorrow unless we sell a bunch of them overnight. We'll see. I honestly thought you'd all love those, but it's okay. You never know. That's the thing with these, especially when these random finds. You never know. You never know what people are going to like. Next up, I have 3 strands. These are all slightly different, but slightly the same, right? Slightly different, but similar. Let me show you all 3. These are dyed chalcedony, and they're only $10 a strand, and they are beautiful. Chunky dyed chalcedony. So pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tassels, says Suzanne, right? There's 5 on this strand and there's 6 on this strand only because this strand, this one down here is smaller, so they added another one. But you're paying like $2 a stone when you really look at it. Those are definitely worth $2 a stone. They're dyed chalcedony, beautiful pendants if you wanted to use them as pendants. 3 strands available. BR26. BR26. $10 each. You can pick the one you want if you want, or I will just, they're like I said, they're pretty similar. Suzanne says lovely, right? I think so. Well worth $10. Yes. $10 a strand, $2 a bead. Absolutely. All right, everybody. You've been waiting for that black coral that I was talking about at the beginning. Black coral points. $42 for the strand. Black coral. And I wanted to show you, I hope you can see it under this light. They almost look like wood, but they're black coral, and you can see, if you look up pictures of black coral, you can see how there's amber colors through there. And I love the shape of these. I think these are super pretty. Like, look at that. Look, can you see that? I hope you can see that. The amber goodness through there. Let me see. Let me this light in a little bit more. But this is just a beautiful strand. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be selling this strand because Andrew may have had this set aside for himself. Black coral is a little bit more expensive generally than other corals. And this is vintage black coral. It's not taken from the ocean nowadays. This was taken long ago. Look at that inner glow. Like, look, there's almost a flash in these when they hit the light right with the inner glow of some of those. And they sound so good. Sounds so good. BR27. This is something that, like some of you were even saying you didn't know there was black coral, right? This is something you do not see every day. Michelle just said, I don't think I've seen black coral before. I know, right? BR27, $42 for the strand. One strand. We've got one strand. I've got one strand available. Look at that beautiful color in there. Almost got that red amber glow inside. Got some felt on there from my hands. And these are generally around 7 millimeters wide, 7.5, 7, depending on which side you turn them on, 6.5, 7 to 8. And they're all different lengths, so you can see. And this strand, let's see, this strand is 12, 13, 14, 15. That is a 16-inch strand. Told you it was a vintage, so it's a vintage size too. So there it is, BR27. It looks so much like wood, says Michelle. What does it feel like? It's super light. You know, coral is super light. It is super light, and it's like a, I don't know. It's like if wood was like shellacked, right, or like lacquered over. It's kind of like, I don't know. It feels like the smoothness of a gemstone, but the lightness of like a coral or a wood. Black coral. How often have you seen black coral in your life? That's a beautiful vintage strand. BR27, $42. There's 28. All right, BR28. BR28, $14 is this labradorite carved leaves, hand carved labradorite. See some beautiful flash in there. That's some nice quality. $14 only a strand. It's about a 14-inch strand. About a 14-inch strand, labradorite. Here you're seeing more of the flash. Hand-carved leaves. There are 2 strands available. And just to give you an idea, these are all a little bit different because they're all hand-carved. About 11 millimeters. I'm just picking one of these here. 11 by 13. BR28. $14. All right, next up, BR29 is a strand of opalite. And it's an expensive strand of opalite. Normally opalite isn't one of those things that is super expensive. This is the nicest strand of opalite I have ever seen in my life. As you know, opalite is a man-made stone. It's glass made to look like opal. But when you see this, hopefully it looks as good under these lights. It's a faceted opalite. Look, this is the best opalite I have ever seen. and I've seen a lot of it. A lot of times it's really milky. This is not very milky. It's still got the beautiful flash, very opalescent. BR29, $34. Sandra says pretty, right? This is for when you don't want to pay for the price of an opal that looks like this, because you don't even want, like, $34 maybe for one of those if it were a real opal, right? But it's such, this is the best opalite I've ever seen. I don't know who made this. I don't know. This is a vintage strand. I don't know where this came from. I wish I did. I wish I knew the vendor, because I would buy more of this. But it's such a pretty strand. $34. It gives you that opal look for a lot less than what an equivalent opal would be. BR29, $34. I can tell you, you make some earrings out of that, those are gonna sell. Sell them for $12, $14 a pair. You'll make your money back in no time on that one. BR30. BR30 are these beautiful wood beads. I don't know what kind of wood this is. BR29 has sold that opalite. Thank you so much. I didn't think that was going to last. I was like, if this, I would be amazed. This is wood. I'm not sure what kind of wood. I think this is from the Philippines, but it's drilled near the top lengthwise, which is a very odd position, but gives you this beautiful look. And I think would be great for making pendants with. BR30, $10 for the strand. I just love how it sits together. Sandra says it almost looks like teak, right? It does almost look like teak. It is super light. Like this strand, this whole strand barely registers that I'm holding anything. So it's very possible that it could be. It wasn't labeled. So I'm not sure what kind it actually is. But it is a beautiful, it's got some beautiful grain, and each one's a little different. I just think it's really nice. BR30, figured I'd throw it in there in case y'all wanted it. I know some of you saw that some of the kids from Jada's came over. Our friends from Jada's came over, and they were making some wooden necklaces with some of the vintage plastic and some shell. And I know some of y'all like that, so I figured, I found this while I was searching around here, and I said, well, maybe somebody would like that. Oh, there's Charlie on Instagram. Sorry I missed you. Said that sound is so pleasant. Probably talking about that black coral, right? That sound? Yes, it is pleasant. It is pleasant. And I've got one more. We went to 31 today because I saw these, and I could give you such a good deal on these that I thought, what the heck? Let's throw one more in here. Let's throw one more in here. This is BR31. Now this is a dyed. These are dyed coral sticks, but it's only $18. That's a great deal, right? I can give you such a good deal. I'm like, let's throw one bonus in at the end for everybody. Dyed coral. These are not as light as the black coral. These are heavier. I will say that. This strand is definitely heavier, but look how beautiful they are. I guess we hit 9 o'clock because my screen went dim. There we go. Beautiful strands. This is dyed coral. Only $18. One strand available of this. BR31. BR31. It is dyed, but it is well dyed. And and it's stable. It's not coming off on the strand in there. And it gives you the really pretty color. And of course, these are vintage coral pieces. This is all vintage stuff here. We don't buy new coral. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. But look at those. Some of those are very long. They are graduated. The longest one here is about 2 3/4 inches long. I'd say that's probably the longest, 2 3/4. And that is BR31, $18. And generally, they're about 6 millimeter wide. So I thought that was an awesome deal because honestly, you make a pair of earrings, like let's say you take these two, they're about the same size. You make a pair of earrings out of those, you charge $18. You just paid for your whole strand. Don't get crazy. Make the money, right? Make the money. So, and that would be easy to make money off of. Who doesn't want a long thing of coral earrings? I would wear that if that were me. If I had pierced ears and wore earrings. So there it is, BR31. Last one, everybody. Did I read Susie said the neat thing about opal is it takes on the color of whatever you're wearing. It does. I answered that in my head. I don't know if I actually said it. It's my life. That's my whole life. I talk to myself too much in my head, and then I don't know if I actually said things. All right. Hello, everybody. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Marion says, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup à tous for tuning in and grabbing some of these things. I'm really surprised the felt didn't go. I have to say that. I'm really surprised none of the felt went. Not a single piece. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, right? Things I think are going to be like no-brainers just don't go. So, we'll be doing more of something tomorrow. I don't know what. We'll see. We'll see what we do tomorrow. But yeah, trying to think. Don't forget, the sale in the online store is still on. 20% off in the online store using the discount code On the Road Again. On the Road Again. All one word, On the Road Again. Put that in. You'll save 20% off almost everything. I don't know what is excluded. I even put the newest enamel pendants on the online store at that price or with that discount. So lots of stuff. And all those sales go to helping Andrew get back from his trip and possibly spend time with some friends down south to work on some new projects and work with each other and come up with who knows what and play around. So thank you for everything, everybody. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us. And we will see you back here tomorrow around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great night. Thank you all so much, everybody.